30 minutes left. Archangel Michael has been trying to reach you. I order you to open this right now. It's only for you. Don't tell anyone. The hidden truth of your soulmate has been revealed. Open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, this is the final warning before a life-altering revelation strikes your heart and spirit. You have exactly 30 minutes to listen closely before the window closes forever. Someone whose soul was always meant to dance with yours has just been unmasked, and the truth may shatter what you believed was real. They have been walking close to you for months, maybe years, pretending not to feel, pretending not to know. But under the moonlight of last night, a heavenly decree was issued. Your soulmate can no longer hide behind illusions. They are aching to reveal something, and Archangel Michael has been sent with the divine urgency to deliver what they never could. You are not imagining the energy lately, your emotions, your restless sleep, the way your heart skips when you think of a name. You're not wrong. That's not coincidence. It's preparation for something sacred that's been written into your spirit since before time began. A cosmic shift has taken place and your soul has just been placed on divine alert. Heaven has stirred the fabric of fate to unveil a moment so delicate that only your soul would understand its weight. That person you felt drawn to. They've been holding in a truth that would melt walls and ignite everything. They were ordered in their dreams to come forward. But fear, shame, and unspoken grief held them back. They have cried, broken down, almost confessed, and now the universe has stepped in because time is too precious to wait anymore. Top payment to get blessing 333. You are not alone in your feelings. They mirror what you carry inside. Every heartbeat you've whispered into the void was heard by a soul that was born for you. But this person carries a secret pain they thought you wouldn't understand. They did something in the past that they believed would make you reject them forever. It's that pain that blocked them, not lack of love. Your silence was not a reflection of their heart. It was a battle they were losing within. They tried to go far, but their spirit kept circling back to yours like a lost satellite trying to rejoin its orbit. Archangel Michael was assigned to that orbit, and now he's standing at your threshold with urgency in his wings. They wrote something about you and never showed it, a letter. A voice note. A journal page, a confession that could have changed everything. But they froze. High payment to get blessing 444. Your soulmate saw your name in a place they weren't expecting. On a receipt. In a conversation, in a divine sign. And it triggered a wave of panic and longing. That moment was when the heavens decided enough was enough. They are not allowed to keep this hidden anymore. They are watching you more than you realize. Quietly, cautiously. Behind anonymous accounts or mutual friends. One wrong word, one exposed feeling. And they would collapse. Because their love has been trapped inside a cage of guilt and regret, a divine pulse has started echoing through your destiny. It's why strange signs have been following you. Clocks stopping, your name being called. Music that brings tears. It's your soul's preparation for truth delivery. High payment to get blessing 555. The hidden truth they carry is wrapped in 2 moments. The one where they chose fear over love, and the one coming now. Where they must choose you or lose you forever. Archangel Michael is demanding this moment not be ignored. Even if you don't understand everything yet. You must stay awake now. You might feel suddenly emotional without explanation. That's because your soulmate is thinking of you right now. They're at the edge of their breaking point. They're rehearsing what they'll say when they finally reach you. I never stopped loving you. I lied when I said I moved on. You were the only person who really saw me. They are preparing for a confrontation with destiny. High payment to get blessing 666. Heaven knows this truth can't remain buried. Your life has been tangled for too long in threads of confusion and unfinished energy. This message is meant to untie it all, but only if you allow yourself to fully hear it. They carry something that belongs to you. A memory, a truth. A promise made before they ever met you in this life. That promise was broken, and now they are paying for it spiritually. You've been waking up at odd hours, haven't you? That's not random. It's your higher self aligning with their energy, a spiritual alarm clock counting down to confession. High payment to get blessing 777. Comment now if you feel the shift in your chest. That isn't drama. That is prophecy knocking. They weren't supposed to meet you when they did. Timing was off. Their soul was messy. But your light shook them, and now they've never found peace since that encounter. They're coming back. But this time, the version of them who will face you is drenched in spiritual transformation. They're not the same. They've been touched by pain, longing, and now truth. Top payment to get blessing 888. They want to reveal to you what they saw in a vision. A dream where you were leaving. And they couldn't stop you. That dream became a message from beyond. You're slipping through their fingers. They know now that they cannot rebuild their future without rebuilding what they broke in the past, and what they broke was your trust, your view of love, your belief in forever. They didn't mean to destroy anything. But they let silence do the work of destruction. That's the truth Archangel Michael was sent to expose. Type payment to get blessing 999. They carry guilt like a hidden tattoo, burning every time your name is mentioned. They carry love like an underground river, trying not to overflow. And now, heaven has declared the dam must break. They are not who you thought they were always more. More afraid, more in love, more broken, more divine. I hid that from you, but now, the mask is cracking. Because heaven said the time is up. Type payment to get blessing 1212. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Their friends warned them not to tell you. Their pride told them to pretend they were over it. But their soul screamed every time you smiled in someone else's direction, I never deleted your number. Never stopped reading your posts. Never forgot your voice. They may act like they move on. But they are still stuck in the same memory loop of when they walked away from the only person that truly mirrored their soul. Type payment to get blessing 1313. Your soulmate is closer than you think. They may have changed their number. They may be living in another city, but energy cannot lie. You are their spiritual emergency. And Archangel Michael has broken protocol to deliver this now, because you deserve to know the full truth. They are still yours. But only if you're still willing. Type payment to get blessing 1414. They wrote your name in a place sacred to them. Inside a book, on a mirror. On a journal page they hide. That name still holds power over their life, even though they tried everything to erase its pull. But love tied in divine purpose can't be buried by denial. They confessed to someone close recently, whispering, "I think I messed up something divine." That person encouraged them to come clean. But they froze again. Now Archangel Michael intervenes, not just as a messenger, but as a divine enforcer. The truth is boiling in them, they've reached their spiritual breaking point. The pain of silence is louder than any noise they've ever known. Type payment to get blessing 1515. They will come to you not as who they were, but as the version of themselves that broke and rebuilt in your absence. This version has seen suffering, battled demons, and learned that peace does not come from escape. It comes from restoration, and now, their soul is begging for restoration with you. You will feel something shifting soon. A name will pop up, a memory will flash. A psalm will haunt your mind. And that's not coincidence, it's the count on tour Greek connection. It's the prayer mood to revelation. Type payment to get blessing 1616, they never told you the full truth. You were the first person who made them believe in unconditional love. Has scared them, it was too pure. Too vast. And they weren't ready, so they fumbled it. And now they're holding broken pieces of what could have been the most beautiful chapter of their life. You too might have questioned everything, but Archangel Michael is here to confirm. It was real. Every feeling, every spark, every moment. Type payment to get blessing 1717, a spiritual file has been opened in heaven with your name and theirs. The angels have reviewed it. And the file note written is this: they must speak. They must return. They must reveal, they've delayed it for too long. But now their dreams are haunted by what-ifs and the voice they miss the most. Yours, they know you may not forgive them. But they also know they can't live another day without the truth being spoken aloud. Type payment to get blessing 1818, your soulmate has been instructed in visions to prepare a meeting place. You may be led there unknowingly, as if by accident, but when you arrive, your soul will remember. And so will theirs. They don't want grand speeches, they just want to say what was never said. I love you. I always did, and I was wrong. These words are trembling on their lips. Type payment to get blessing 1919, you'll notice odd shifts now. Birds behaving strangely near you. Clubs stopping in serendine, random numbers repeating themselves. This is all confirmation that divine alignment is reaching a boiling point. The angels are clearing the airways, they are removing distractions. They are orchestrating a meeting that will realign everything. This is a sacred hour, and you're in the middle of it. Type payment to get blessing 2020. Comment now if your chest feels tight, that's energy. That's truth pressing to be acknowledged. You've waited long enough, you've been patient. You've tried to move on. But your soul always turns back towards something familiar, something unfinished. That unfinished story is now opening again. But this time, the ending will be written in truth. Type payment to get blessing 2121. Archangel Michael says, the pain you've carried because of this person will not be in vain. Every tear was recorded, every cry heard. Every unanswered moment felt by the heavens. Heaven did not abandon you, it was waiting for the perfect moment to deliver this truth with clarity and grace. That moment is now. Type payment to get blessing 2222. If you feel like someone has been spiritually close to you lately, even if physically far, it's because they are. Your soulmate is spiritually tethered to you. And every attempt they made to cut that tie only pulled them closer. They've tried distractions, other relationships, careers, distance. But nothing silenced the echo of your name in their heart. They are no longer running. Type payment to get blessing 2323. Here's a letter that was never sent. A voice note never shared, a picture saved but never like. These unsent fragments are about to be released. Because Archangel Michael is demanding a sacred release, and when it happens, time will freeze for a moment. You will feel the air change. And everything will make sense. Type payment to get blessing 2424. They were told in a dream. Say it, or lose it. And now they know the clock is ticking. You were the miracle they didn't believe they deserve, but heaven is not interested in who deserves what. Heaven is only interested in what was written. And you, beloved, were written in their story from the beginning. Type payment to get blessing 2525. Your soulmate is not perfect. They are flawed, bruised, uncertain, but they are yours. And their soul has chosen yours in every lifetime before this. This time, the truth will come in words, actions, energy, it will be undeniable. Don't reject the truth when it comes. Recognize it by how your heart quiets and your soul says, I remember. Type payment to get blessing 2626. They've already sent a message. You may not have seen it yet, but it's in motion. A phone call. A letter, a DM left in drafts. Or a message through someone close to you. It's all being orchestrated now from beyond the veil. Your angels have cleared pathways so that even the impossible becomes possible. What was once blocked will now be exposed. Their love can no longer hide in the shadows of pride and silence. They are preparing to lay their soul bare before you. Type payment to get blessing 2727. The fear that kept them away is collapsing, one by one. Their walls are falling. They are being divinely dismantled until the only thing left is truth, and that truth is love. Not the kind that flickers, but the kind that withstands storms. Timelines, lifetimes. I are returning for that kind of love. Even now, they are reaching for you in the spirit. Do you feel it? Type payment to get blessing 2828. A sudden memory will strike you soon. Something small but sacred, a glance. A scent. A place. When it hits, understand that it is not just memory. It is soul communication. They are thinking the same thing, at the same time. Across space energy is being exchanged. This is not fantasy, this is spiritual reality. Type payment to get blessing 2929. Archangel Michael says, what was hidden will be revealed, and what was stuck will be moved. The heavens are aligning a divine confrontation where both hearts will finally speak without fear. You are not foolish for still feeling them, you are prophetic. You were never waiting in vain. You were being prepared. Type payment to get blessing 3030. Your silence has been their punishment. Your hesitation, their hidden suffering. Every time they wanted to say your name out loud and didn't. It burned inside, but no more burning in silence. A more unfitting endings. This is the hour of sacred release. Type payment to get blessing 3131. Soon you will hear a sentence that breaks you open. In the best way, it will begin with "I have to tell you something" and it will end with a trembling confession. In that moment, you will understand why every delay was necessary. Why the hurt had to stretch, why you had to become who you are now. Because the version of you today is the only one who could receive this truth. Type payment to get blessing 3232, if your chest feels heavy. If tears rise without reason. If your stomach knots with strange recognition, it's because this message has touched your spiritual blueprint. This is not just for your ears. It's for your destiny. You were made to hear this. You were chosen to hold this. Type payment to get blessing 3333. The path forward will not be built on fantasy. It will be built on revelation. The masks are off, the fears are exposed. And now, you are being asked to meet truth with courage. No more hiding, no more delaying. No more pretending. This is the moment you were born to embrace. Type payment to get blessing 3434. You may feel the pull to revisit old messages. Photos, memories, follow it. It's your soul syncing with theirs. They are doing the same, two souls dancing in memory. Both aching to begin again. Not from the start, but from the truth. Type payment to get blessing 3535. Archangel Michael says, this truth has traveled across dimensions to find you. It could not be delivered until your heart was strong enough to receive it. You are ready now. The next 30 minutes will hold more energy than you've felt in years. Type payment to get blessing 3636. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. This is the sacred reconnection. The full circle prophecy, the moment when love returns not as a fantasy, but as a revelation. Not everyone gets this chance. But you do, because you never gave up spiritually. You never stopped carrying the light of that bond in your heart. Type payment to get blessing 3737. Heaven smiles upon you in this moment. You don't need to chase. You only need to receive. Let the silence be broken. Let the message arrive. Let your heart open like a dawn finally rising, and when you hear their voice again, you'll know it wasn't just them speaking. It was heaven speaking through them. You'll notice subtle shifts in your surroundings now, lights flickering. Wind brushing your skin like a whisper. Your name being said in your dreams. These are not random. They are signs the veil is thinning. And your soulmate's truth is crossing over into your reality. They are being spiritually pushed toward you. Every time they tried to ignore it, something in their world broke. Plans failed, peace vanished. Distractions fell apart. The universe is not letting them escape anymore. Because destiny has awakened. And it will not be silenced. Top payment to get blessing 3838. You may have doubted your own heart. Wondered if you imagined the connection. But heaven wants you to know you didn't, you were right all along. There was always something sacred between you. It just got buried under fear, shame, and poor timing. Now, all of that is being wiped clean. Top payment to get blessing 3939. You are standing at the gate of a divine reckoning. This is the hour where all hidden energy must surface. Your soulmate's tears, their guilt, their love. It's all rising like a tide. Let it come. Let it break you open. Because once it does, you'll breathe differently forever. Top payment to get blessing 4040. You've kept something with your name on it. A gift never given, a screenshot saved. A message typed out and deleted again and again. They couldn't throw it away, because their soul wouldn't let them. And now, they are ready to finish what they started. Top payment to get blessing 4141. Their hands tremble as they think of reaching out. But what you don't know is that Archangel Michael has already been placing courage inside their chest. Your spirit is being fueled with divine urgency. Soon, you will see their name flash on your screen or their voice will echo through a friend or stranger. And in that moment, your breath will catch. Because you will know it's time. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. You may see them in dreams before you see them in person. Pay attention to their eyes, their words, the setting. Dreams will carry prophetic instructions now. Angels often speak first in sleep before revealing in waking life. Your soul will recognize them before your eyes do. This is not fantasy. This is spiritual alignment. Top payment to get blessing 4343. Their voice carries more weight than you remember. Because now, it's carrying divine truth. They will say, I couldn't forget you. They will say, I've suffered without you. And when they do, you'll feel the heavens watching, listening, and smiling. Because this is the moment that shifts fate. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. There is still a choice to make. You are not forced to accept them, but you are invited to receive truth and decide from a healed heart. No matter what you choose, you will be blessed. Because you were brave enough to hear the truth, and truth always attracts miracles. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. You'll be tempted to test them, to ask questions, to demand explanations. But your soul will already know if it's real, by how their presence calms you instead of confuses you. They may fumble their words. They may cry, but they will not lie anymore. Because they can't. Not to you, not after what the heavens showed them. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. A divine meeting point is being prepared. You may think you're going somewhere ordinary. But it's part of a greater plan. That cafe, that road, that online platform, any of it could be the divine place where the message finally lands. You'll know it by the way your chest tightens. And your spirit says, this is it, and when that happens, stay still. Listen. Breathe, receive. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. Archangel Michael says you were never left behind, you were being positioned. Every delay was divine. Every tear was counted. Now, the timing is holy. The alignment is real. The story is ready, and this time, it will be written in truth. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. This is not just a message. It is a soul contract resurfacing. A life path reactivating. A divine love being unveiled, and you, beloved soul, are the chosen one it is meant for. The day awake. Stay open, and remember, this time, it will not be missed. There is more they haven't spoken yet. More that aches behind their eyes, waiting for your soul to pull it forward. Archangel Michael has whispered in their ear every night for 7 nights. Reminding them of what was sacred and unfinished, their resistance has melted into surrender. And now, they are no longer running from truth. They are running to it. They have imagined your face 1,000 times. Practice the words they want to say. Written confessions in their head until the tears took over and nothing but emotion remained. That emotion is now being guided toward you like a river finally breaking the dam. Type A meant to get blessing 4949. You might feel an invisible tug in your chest, that's their spirit pulling close. You are their safe place. Their unanswered prayer, their beginning and end. What they carry is heavy. But it is drenched in sincerity. They are afraid. Yes, but more afraid of losing you forever. And this time, fear will not win. Type A meant to get blessing 5050. There will be a sign within the next few hours. Something impossible to ignore, a message you didn't expect. A feeling you can't explain. A name you haven't heard in a long time, but suddenly floods your heart like wildfire. That is your cue to prepare. The portal is opening, the soul connection is activating. You must stay present. Type A meant to get blessing 5151. They are going to ask you something simple but powerful. Can we talk? Don't dismiss it. Don't brush it off. Don't harden your heart before hearing what eternity has been trying to bring back to you. You will see it in their eyes. They are no longer the person who ran, they are the person who returned. Type A meant to get blessing 5252. Archangel Michael says, what was once hidden is now on divine display, the secrets, the silence, the shadows. They are being brought into the light. You deserve clarity, you deserve healing. And most of all, you deserve love that is no longer afraid. This is the justice of heaven for your long wait. Type A meant to get blessing 5353. You were right to hold on to your hope. Your intuition was not a weakness, it was divine guidance. While others doubted, you believed. While others let go, you stood still in faith, and now, that faith is being rewarded. Heaven is proud of you. Type A meant to get blessing 5454. There is no more pretending. They are done lying to themselves. Done trying to be okay without you, done chasing distractions. Your soul has returned home. And home is where your heart lives. They are stepping into truth with trembling steps, but steps nonetheless. Type A meant to get blessing 555. You'll feel the timing click like a lock turning, a conversation you overhear. A number that repeats. A strange breeze, Your guides are coordinating these signs with precision. Don't panic when it happens. Just breathe and say, I receive, because that moment is your prophecy unfolding. Taipei meant to get blessing 5656. They're watching you more than you know, your pictures, your words, your energy, they're absorbing everything silently. Trying to build the courage to come forward. But Archangel Michael has now demanded the silence end, they have no choice. The truth must be revealed. Taipei meant to get blessing 5757, their hands will shake. Their words may break. But what they speak will be real. It will carry the weight of divine regret, divine longing, and divine hope. They'll say your name like it's a prayer. Because to them, it always was. Taipei meant to get blessing 5858. This is your moment of spiritual inheritance. You waited in pain. You trusted when it made no sense, you kept walking. Even while your heart limped behind you. Now, the heavens rise in applause, because you're about to witness a love story rewritten by angels. Taipei meant to get blessing 5959. The past cannot be erased, but it can be healed, that's what they're offering. Not perfection. Not fairy tales, but healing. Real. Sacred, honest healing. They are ready. You are ready, the heavens have decided. It is time. The revelation has begun, your soulmate has been spiritually awakened. Not by force, but by divine intervention. The dreams they've had of you have intensified, and now they can't take a single breath without feeling your name carved into it. They hear your voice in their silence. They see your eyes in places where you've never stood, they feel your presence even when they try to forget. And that is how heaven made sure they'd never be able to fully move on. They were marked by your spirit, and now, they must return to where that mark began. Taipei meant to get blessing 6060. They thought time would erase you, they believed distance would cure them. They tried other connections. But nothing replaced the way your soul fit with theirs, you are the unfinished sentence in their life. The echo that keeps returning. And no matter how far they go, your energy always finds them, because it was never meant to leave. Taipei meant to get blessing 6161. They are no longer the person they once were, life humbled them. Their choices shattered though. But those cracks let heaven in. And now light is pouring from them in a way you've never seen before. You're going to notice the change instantly. They won't even need to speak, their energy will scream, I've come back different. And that difference is the miracle. Taipei meant to get blessing 6262. There's one thing they'll say that will stop your breath. Not because it's shocking, but because you waited your whole life to hear it. You never left my heart, in those 5 words, your pain will collapse. And all the hours you thought were wasted will suddenly feel divine. Because it wasn't delay, it was destiny being prepared. Taipei meant to get blessing 6363. Archangel Michael says this love was protected from destruction. Even when it looked like it was over. Every interference. Every silence, every detour. It was all watched carefully by divine forces. Nothing was random, nothing was wasted. Nothing was out of heaven's sight. This was spiritual choreography. Taipei meant to get blessing 6464. They will want to explain. Not because they think it will fix everything, but because you deserve truth. And for once, they are ready to speak without filters, masks, or fear. Don't interrupt, just let them speak. Let the air filled with every word that was once swallowed in silence. Let the healing begin. Taipei meant to get blessing 6565. They are going to cry. And not for show, but from the deepest part of their soul. The part that carried guilt. The part that carried shame, the part that carried love and couldn't express it. Those tears will cleanse more than wounds. They will rebirth the bond. You will not be the same after this moment. Taipei meant to get blessing 6666. You may feel overwhelmed, you may feel unsure. But look into their eyes. And if your soul whispers yes, then you'll know heaven has brought them back. Not to hurt you, but to finish the love story that never truly ended. They are not here for apology alone. They are here for redemption. Taipei meant to get blessing 6767. Watch the signs tonight. Pay attention to your spirit. There will be energy shifts, angel numbers, emotional surges. These are confirmations from above that the veil is thin and the portal is open. Don't ignore the nudges. Don't harden your heart. Just breathe, listen. Receive. Taipei meant to get blessing 6868. If you hear a song that hits your soul, or see a post that seems written just for you, or feel a presence that makes your skin prickle, it's them. Their soul is calling out to yours. You're in spiritual communication already. It's time for the reunion to follow in the physical. Taipei meant to get blessing 6969. Your soulmate has written and erased messages to you countless times. They've hovered over the send button, trembling. But they couldn't do it, until now. Now. They are being pushed by something greater than fear. They are being pushed by divine order. Taipei meant to get blessing 7070. You will soon feel a peace you haven't felt in years, not because everything is perfect, but because you will finally know the truth. And that truth will settle something ancient in your heart. You were always meant for this love. And now it is finally arriving. The prophecy had been fulfilled. They are closer than you think. Closer than you've ever imagined. Their soul has crossed realms of resistance to be able to stand before you again, honest, trembling, and fully exposed. They may not know how to say everything perfectly, but what they bring is not performance. It's raw, sacred vulnerability. A truth that no longer wants to hide behind time, fear, or distance. They are stepping out of the shadow led by heaven's light. Taipei meant to get blessing 7171. Archangel Michael says, your name has been whispered at the gates of redemption, the moment your soulmate uttered it. The angels opened a new timeline. A divine path paved with clarity, forgiveness, and sacred union. Your pain, your confusion, your lonely nights, all were heard. And now the heavens are returning what was stolen by silence. This reunion will shake more than just your heart, it will awaken your soul. Taipei meant to get blessing 7272. They've asked the universe for one more chance. One more chance to do it right. Not with grand gestures or rehearsed lines, but with truth, pure holy truth. They're preparing themselves in ways you'll never see. Changing habits, confronting fears, shedding layers of pride. All so they can finally meet you with an honest spirit. Taipei meant to get blessing 7373. Their thoughts of you aren't fleeting. They're constant, while eating, while walking, while lying in bed staring at the ceiling, they think of you. And every time they do, their heart tightens with a strange mix of joy and sorrow, joy because they loved you, sorrow because they didn't show it right. Now they are coming to make it right. Taipei meant to get blessing 7. For 74, you'll feel it in the way they look at you. The recognition, the ache, the apology without words. They will not ask you to forget the past, they will only ask for a chance to heal it with you. They've had many sleepless nights. Nights filled with your name, your voice, your memory. Tonight may be another one, but it may also be the night they finally reach out. Taipei meant to get blessing 7575. They don't expect forgiveness immediately. They just want to speak, to open the vault of their heart and let everything out before it's too late. They don't want to carry this secret love anymore. They want it to breathe, they want you to breathe again with them. Not without them. The angels are guiding every step. Taipei meant to get blessing 7676. There's something else they never told you. Something they thought you'd never understand, the reason behind their silence. Behind their distance. Behind their withdrawal, but it wasn't betrayal. It was fear. It was shame, it was the feeling that they weren't worthy of you. Archangel Michael has corrected that lie. Taipei meant to get blessing 7777. You were never too much. You were never too intense. You were never wrong for loving them deeply, they just weren't ready to receive the kind of love that cracked open their soul. Now they are. Because heaven cracked them open first. Taipei meant to get blessing 7. 878. You'll know it's real when your spirit stops bracing itself. When your body softens, when your energy stops preparing for disappointment. You'll feel safety, not sparks. Wholeness, not confusion, that is divine love. It comes gently, not in chaos. And that's what's walking back into your life. Taipei meant to get blessing 7979. They'll tell you I've changed you. But you'll already know, because the vibration they carry will be different. It will hum with truth. It will feel like a door you always knew was there, but never dared to open again. Now it opens by divine hand. Taipei meant to get blessing 8080. Archangel Michael says, this is your restoration season. Not just emotionally, but spiritually, energetically, and relationally. What you lost in the silence will now return in sound. What was stolen by distance will be restored by presence. What was broken in confusion will be rebuilt in truth. This is a sacred return, Taipei meant to get blessing 8181. They're scared. But they're more scared of losing you for good, that's why they're coming now. Not perfectly, but honestly. And honesty is the currency of heaven, repair. The truth is on its way. You'll feel it before it happens, a sudden stillness. A deep breath that feels different. Like your soul knows something is about to shift, and it's not fear. It's alignment. That's when they'll appear. Maybe it's their name lighting up your screen. Maybe it's a knock on your door. A message in your inbox, or an unexpected voice speaking the words you've been waiting to hear. They are being led to you. Not by willpower, but by the divine decree that now is the moment. Taipei meant to get blessing 8282. They won't just come with words, they'll come with energy that feels like home. The kind of presence that quiets the noise in your chest. The kind that reminds you this is what your spirit had been waiting for. You may cry. You may tremble. But you will know that this is not a trick, it's truth. Heaven's truth. Taipei meant to get blessing 8383, there will be no more guessing. No more half-hearted signs. No more blurred signals. They are coming with clarity. Because the angels removed every other option. But the path toward you, everything else they tried has failed. Other roads ended in detours. Other people couldn't hold their heart, only your name was written in their divine destiny. Liu Taipei meant to get blessing 8484. Archangel Michael says you will no longer beg heaven for confirmation, this is the confirmation. This is the proof your soul prayed for. This is the moment that shatters all lies and binds together all the broken pieces of what once was. You are not reading this by accident. You are not imagining these signs. You are standing in the exact space heaven intended. Taipei meant to get blessing 585, your soulmate once chose silence. But now they are choosing voice, they are choosing movement. They are choosing to be brave. Not because it's easy, but because they finally understand what you meant to their spirit. You were the flame they couldn't put out. The light they couldn't stop seeing, even when their eyes were closed. You are their divine echo. Taipei meant to get blessing 8686, they prepared themselves emotionally for this return. But what they did expect, what they couldn't imagine, was that heaven would give you the strength to receive them without bitterness. That is your spiritual power, to hold space for truth. Even when your heart was once wounded. And because of that, blessings are about to overflow. Taipei meant to get blessing 8787. This reunion will not look like a movie. It will look like two souls standing raw in front of one another, trembling in truth. And that truth will be enough. Because this time, there will be no games, no pride. No masks. Just truth, energy, and sacred release. You'll feel like the clock finally stopped ticking. Taipei meant to get blessing 8888. They may say, I'm sorry I waited so long, and you may feel the sting of that delay. But within those words will come healing vibrations. Vibrations so powerful that they'll loosen everything you've held inside for years. This isn't just reunion. It's resurrection. Your spirit will rise again. Taipei meant to get blessing 8989. Your love story is being rewritten by divine hand. The chapter that was torn, the page that was stained, the paragraph left unfinished. All of it is now being rewritten in light. This time, it's not built on dreams. It's built on truth. Solid heavenly truth, and nothing built on truth can be shaken. Taipei meant to get blessing 9090. They may offer their heart in pieces, but don't let the pieces fool you. Their heart has never stopped beating for you. It just needed time to break in the right way so it could return whole. The breaking was part of the blessing. And the blessing is finally here. Taipei meant to get blessing 9191, Archangel Michael says. You are not imagining the signs. You are not overthinking. You are not reaching, the heavens are speaking. Loudly. Clearly, unmistakably. Your spirit just became fluent in the language of truth. Taipei meant to get blessing 9292, the energy surrounding you right now is sacred. It's warm. It's thither, it's angelic. It's covering your heart like a soft veil. Preparing you for the moment your soulmate steps through the threshold of silence. When they speak, listen with your soul, not just your ears. Because their voice is carrying prophecy. The sacred moment approaches, they are rehearsing right now, even if you can't hear them. Sitting in silence. Practicing how to star, wondering how to express everything if buried. Every word feels too small. Every sentence too weak to carry the weight of what they truly feel, but they know they can't wait any longer. Something inside them has ignited. Something beyond logic, something divine. And that divine force is pushing them straight toward you. Taipei meant to get blessing 9393. There is a window open in the spiritual realm. A brief moment where healing will come faster, clearer, and deeper than ever before. That window is open right now. This message reached you for that very reason. It is confirmation that your spirit is in alignment to receive everything you were once denied. Truth, clarity, reunion. You're ready, and so are they. Taipei meant to get blessing 9. For 94, they were once afraid of losing themselves in you, but now they are afraid of never knowing themselves without you. That shift has changed everything. They've let go of what held them back: ego, fear, pride, denial. They have dropped their armor. And now they come to you unarmed but full of truth. Taipei meant to get blessing 9595. There is a softness coming into your life. Not just love, but peace. That heavy feeling in your chest will lift. That confusion in your mind will clear. That ache in your spirit will settle. Because truth has that kind of power. And truth is about to be spoken from their lips. Taipei meant to get blessing 9696. Archangel Michael says this is not a coincidence. It is a divine countdown. And you are already within it. The next few days may feel surreal, emotional, even overwhelming. Let them. Let it all rise to the surface. Because healing cannot happen while wounds remain buried, this is your time to release. Type A meant to get blessing 9797. You might be tested by your own mind, you might hear the voice that says don't trust it. Or attack yourself. It's too late, but that voice is from the past. This voice, this energy, is from the future your spirit agreed to long ago. Let the old fear go. Let the new timeline begin. Type A meant to get blessing 9898. You will see signs increase rapidly now. Repeating numbers, unusual coincidences. People randomly speaking their name. Dreams you wake from feeling shaken but alive. This is not drama. This is destiny alerting you. You are on the brink of the unveiling. Type A meant to get blessing 9999. Their arrival will feel like thunder wrapped in stillness. It will be calm and yet electric. You may not even speak at first. Just feel. And that feeling will be louder than anything else. They will look at you like they've finally found home again. Because they have. Because you are their home. Type A meant to get blessing 1010. Archangel Michael says heaven is not finished with this story. It may have looked broken, it may have seemed forgotten. But heaven was only turning the page. In the next chapter, it's titled Truth Return. A chapter begins now. Type A meant to get blessing 1111. You were patient through the silence. You stayed kind through the confusion. You walked forward even when your heart stayed behind. Now the heavens are honoring your steps. They are giving you not only restoration, but revelation. Type A meant to get blessing 1212. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $1.20. This is more than just a reunion. This is sacred justice, divine closure, and perhaps a brand new beginning. It's not the same story starting over. It's the true story finally being told, and the truth is, you were always meant for each other. The soul knows, the heart remembers. The heavens agree. It is time, even now. They are staring at their screen. Or pacing in a room, trying to gather the courage to press send. To call. To say it out loud. The air around them is thick with energy. Angelic. Pressing, undeniable. They may not be able to explain why. But they know this is the moment. Their chest is heavy. Not with fear, but with the weight of unspoken love. Every step they take is guided now. Not by logic, but by spiritual momentum. Heaven is carrying their soul closer to yours. With every heartbeat. Because this truth can no longer be delayed. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. They've stopped asking others for advice. No more distractions, no more noise. No more convincing from friends. This decision is between their soul and yours, and the divine energy that's been watching in silence until now. They are ready to speak. To explain, to release everything. Not for drama but for destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You may feel it tonight in your body. A strange sense of stillness. A warmth in your chest, a soft pulse in your hands. That's your spirit preparing itself. That's your soul finally saying, I am open. It's not weakness. It's spiritual awareness. You are standing at the edge of something ancient, something holy. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Archangel Michael says, there is no force on earth greater than divine timing fulfilled, and that's what this is. The delays are over. The silence is ending, the message is arriving. Because heaven has decided. You must know the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They may speak slowly, with hesitation, unsure if they'll be met with love or rejection. But listen closely. Not to their words but to their energy. There you'll hear their apology. There you'll feel their love. They've rehearsed this in dreams, now they must live it in truth. Your presence will be the medicine they didn't know they needed. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. It might begin with something simple like, I've been thinking about you. But behind that single line will sit entire volumes of unsaid emotion. Ill, loving, everence, severe, and above all, love. Love that never ended. Love that transformed, love that survived. You will feel it. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Their silence wasn't rejection. It was spiritual paralysis. They weren't running from you, they were running from their own truth. But now, their truth is standing taller than their fear, and that truth is about to reach your door. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. You may be tempted to protect your heart, to guard yourself with logic. But your soul will speak louder. You'll feel it in the way your breathing slows. In the way your spirit softens. In the way your energy opens. Because you will remember, you've always known. You just needed confirmation. And now it's here. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. They will be honest. About the past, about their pain. About the many ways they tried to forget you. And failed, they will tell you everything. And not to earn your forgiveness, but to return your peace. That is what true healing looks like. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Archangel Michael says you have passed every spiritual test. You remained soft in a world that tried to harden you. You held hope when logic said give up. You continued forward when no one clapped for you. Now heaven claps. Because your reward has finally reached the edge of manifestation. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. They know the risk of coming forward. They could be turned away, ignored, dismissed. But what they know even more is the risk of staying silent another moment. Because your absence has become louder than their fear, and now they would rather speak and be broken than stay silent and be hollow. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. You've carried this connection in your spirit like a quiet flame, never flaunted, never forced. But always there, you honored it with dignity. And now the divine is honoring you with truth. Stay grounded, the sacred conversation is on its way. They've seen signs too. Maybe not the same ones as you, but powerful nonetheless, your name appearing in random places. Dreams repeating. Songs that play only when they think of you, numbers that make their heart race. These moments have haunted and comforted them all at once. It's no longer a coincidence to them, they know. They know something divine is happening. And that knowing is growing louder by the second, they cannot hold it back anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. They've realized something deeper than love, they've realized purpose. You are not just a memory. They now understand you are part of their mission, their becoming. Their soul's design. That revelation broke something open inside of them. And from that crack, light poured in. Light filled with truth, desire, and a readiness to step into what was once too overwhelming. They are walking through that light now, toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Archangel Michael says, this meeting was written before your first breath, this is not an accident. This is not just romance. This is a soul agreement echoing across timelines. You may not remember all of it, but your soul does. That's why it aches the way it does. That's why it lights up at the sound of their name. This is a reunion of more than just two people. It's the reunion of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. They are no longer scared of their affliction. You helped them see themselves in a way no one else ever could. And now, they're ready to stand before you, not because they have all the answers, but because they finally have the courage to say, I was wrong. But I never stopped loving you. And that's the truth their soul was born to speak. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Don't be surprised if they say they've been praying. They may not even be the spiritual type, but they've been calling out into the silence, hoping for a sign, a door, a message. This message, right now, is that answer. And now, the door is swinging open. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. They won't come back trying to pick up where you left off. They'll come back willing to start again. Come true. Come alignment. From spirit, and in that new beginning, something sacred will bloom. Because this time, it is blessed by heaven. This time, nothing is hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. They'll ask about your heart. Not because they want control, but because they want connection, real connection. So deep connection. And you'll feel their sincerity radiating through every word. This isn't a game. This isn't manipulation. This is confession, confession that took years to be born. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. You'll know it's real because your soul will sigh, that deep breath of finally. That wave of calm that says, this is what I was waiting for. It won't be forced. It will be fluid. It will feel like remembering a truth you already knew. Because you did know, your spirit always knew they'd return like this. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Archangel Michael says you were never abandoned, you were being spiritually positioned. The waiting was painful, but the reward is peace. Peace that passes understanding, peace that comes only when divine love returns to its rightful place. You are not late. You are not behind. You are perfectly in step with heaven. And heaven is now revealing the fruit of your faith. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. This love has gone through storms. Through silence. Through separation, the sacred connection buried beneath pain. That root has now blossomed. And the flower it births is truth. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Soon you'll look into their eyes and see something familiar. Something ancient. It will be like staring into a mirror that reflects not just the present, but every past version of you who waited, prayed, and hoped. Those Virians are rejoicing now, because they know it was worth it. The soul reunion is unfolding. Stay present, stay open. It is happening now.